You're doing it all wrong. And I'm not talking about your manifestation technique or your morning routine or the fact that you haven't stuck to your vision board for more than 3 weeks. I'm talking about something deeper, something that's been sabotaging your results without you even knowing it. You see, there's this woman I know who spent 2 years chasing every manifestation method under the sun. She did the scripting, the visualizations, the gratitude practices. She had crystals on her nightstand and affirmations on her bathroom mirror. She even bought those expensive courses that promised to unlock the secrets of reality creation. But nothing worked. Her bank account stayed the same. Her relationships felt stagnant. Her energy was exhausted from trying so hard. Then one day, she was sitting in traffic, completely burned out from another failed attempt at manifesting, and she just stopped. She stopped trying to force it, stopped checking for signs every 5 minutes, stopped desperately wanting what she didn't have. And that's when everything shifted, not because she gave up on her dreams, but because she finally understood the hidden key that most people never discover. The key that changes everything without you having to do more work, buy more courses, or try harder than you already are. What happened to her happens to thousands of people who stumble upon this secret, and today I'm going to share it with you. Because what you're about to learn isn't just another manifestation tip. It's the reason why some people seem to effortlessly attract what they want, while others struggle for years with the same old methods. And once you understand this, you'll never approach manifestation the same way again. Here's what nobody tells you about manifestation. The reason you're not getting results isn't because you need to try harder. It's because you're trying at all. Think about that for a second. Every time you sit down to visualize your dream life, there's this underlying energy of effort. Every affirmation carries a whisper of desperation. Every vision board screams that you don't have what you want yet. And that energy, that frequency of lack and struggle, is exactly what the universe keeps reflecting back to you. The quantum field doesn't respond to your words or your techniques. It responds to your state of being. And when you're in a state of trying, you're automatically in a state of not having. When you're forcing, you're vibrating separation. When you're desperately wanting something, you're broadcasting to reality that it's missing from your life. This is the cruel irony that keeps most people stuck in manifestation loops for years. But here's where it gets interesting. The people who seem to manifest effortlessly aren't doing more. They're doing less, way less. They're not checking their progress every day or analyzing every sign the universe sends them. They're not performing elaborate rituals or spending hours in meditation trying to force their desires into reality. Instead, they've discovered something that sounds almost too simple to be true. They've learned to stop trying so hard and start allowing what's already theirs. You see, in the quantum realm, everything you desire already exists. Every version of your life where you have the relationship, the money, the health, the success, it's all there, waiting for you to tune into it. But you can't tune into something when you're frantically trying to create it. You can't receive what's yours when you're desperately chasing it. The frequency of chasing and the frequency of having are complete opposites. This is why meditation masters talk about non-attachment, why spiritual teachers emphasize surrender, why quantum physicists point to the observer effect, the idea that consciousness shapes reality not through force, but through focused attention. When you stop trying to manipulate outcomes and start embodying the energy of already having what you want, that's when the magic happens. But let's be honest. This feels scary at first. Your mind will tell you that if you stop trying, nothing will happen. Your ego will convince you that you need to do more, not less. You've been conditioned to believe that results require effort, that success demands sacrifice, that you have to earn what you want through struggle and hard work. This programming runs so deep that when someone tells you manifestation can be effortless, every part of you wants to reject it. Here's the truth your rational mind doesn't want to accept. The universe isn't withholding your desires until you prove you deserve them. Reality isn't testing your commitment by making you work harder. The delay between wanting and having isn't because you haven't done enough. It's because you've been doing too much from the wrong energy. When you're in a state of peaceful knowing instead of anxious wanting, when you're embodying the version of yourself who already has what you desire, instead of the version who's desperately trying to get it, your entire energetic signature changes. You stop broadcasting lack and start radiating abundance. You stop vibrating separation and start emanating wholeness. And the quantum field, which is always listening to your energetic frequency, begins to rearrange itself to match your new signal. This isn't wishful thinking or spiritual bypassing. This is how energy works at the most fundamental level of reality. When you're aligned with what you want instead of resistant to not having it, when you're in flow instead of force, when you're trusting instead of trying, you become a magnet for the very things you've been chasing. Think about the last time something amazing happened in your life without you forcing it. Maybe you met someone special when you weren't looking for love. Maybe a perfect opportunity showed up right when you had stopped stressing about your career. Maybe money came from an unexpected source after you had finally relaxed about your finances. That's not coincidence. That's the hidden key in action. That's what happens when you stop blocking your good with the energy of desperation and start allowing it with the energy of trust. So what does this look like practically? How do you actually stop trying so hard without giving up on your dreams altogether? It starts with a fundamental shift in how you approach your desires. Instead of asking, "How do I get this?" you start asking, "How would I feel if I already had this?" Instead of focusing on the absence of what you want, you focus on the presence of the feelings it would bring. Instead of trying to convince the universe you're worthy, you start acting as if you already know you are. This isn't about pretending or faking it until you make it. This is about recognizing that the version of you who has everything you want isn't some future person you need to become. That person exists right now, in this moment, in a parallel reality that's just as real as this one. And the bridge between where you are and where you want to be isn't more effort. It's alignment. It's tuning your frequency to match the reality you want to experience. When you understand this, everything changes. You stop exhausting yourself with endless techniques and start resting in the knowing that what's yours is already yours. You stop performing for the universe and start being the person who would never question whether they deserve good things. You stop trying to force doors open and start noticing the ones that are already opening for you. But here's what happens next that most people don't expect. When you truly relax into this energy, when you genuinely stop trying so hard, things start moving faster, not slower. Opportunities appear out of nowhere. People show up with exactly what you need. Circumstances align in ways that feel almost magical, not because you've manipulated reality, but because you've finally gotten out of your own way. The woman I mentioned at the beginning, once she stopped trying so hard, her entire life transformed within 6 months. The relationship she had been trying to manifest for years showed up naturally. The financial breakthrough she had been forcing with endless action steps happened through an unexpected connection. The inner peace she had been chasing through spiritual practices simply became her natural state. Not because she did more, but because she finally allowed herself to receive what had been waiting for her all along. This is the hidden key that changes everything. Stop trying so hard. Start allowing what's already yours. Trust that the universe isn't testing you, it's supporting you. Believe that you don't have to earn what you desire, you just have to align with it. Know that the path to everything you want isn't through more effort, it's through more ease. Your desires aren't dangling carrots meant to keep you running on an endless wheel of trying. They're breadcrumbs leading you back to your true power. The power to create through being, not doing. The power to attract through alignment, not action. The power to manifest through trust, not trying. So here's my invitation to you. For the next week, conduct an experiment. Instead of adding more manifestation techniques to your routine, subtract them. Instead of trying harder to make things happen, practice letting things unfold. Instead of pushing for results, pull back and create space for miracles. Instead of chasing your desires, become so aligned with them that they start chasing you. Notice what happens when you stop trying so hard and start trusting so deeply. Pay attention to how reality responds when you're no longer desperate for it to change. Observe how opportunities begin to appear when you're no longer frantically searching for them. Watch how your desires start manifesting when you're no longer blocking them with the energy of need. Because here's what you'll discover. The universe was never withholding your good. You were never unworthy of your dreams. You were never doing it wrong. You were just trying too hard to do it right. And sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is stop doing and start being. Stop forcing and start flowing. Stop trying so hard and start allowing so completely that your desires have no choice but to find their way to you. The hidden key to manifestation isn't hidden at all. It's been right here all along, waiting for you to stop looking so hard and simply remember what you already know. You are not separate from what you desire. You are not lacking anything you need. You are not required to prove your worth through struggle. You are already whole, already worthy, already connected to everything you want. The moment you truly know this, not just in your head but in your bones, that's when trying transforms into allowing. That's when effort becomes ease. That's when manifestation stops being something you do and becomes something you are. And that's when everything you've ever wanted stops being something you're chasing and becomes something you're simply, finally, ready to receive.